Hello, this is Sajeev Nair. Welcome to another episode of Future Trends. Transportation and logistics, these are two major sectors which has been contributing to Indian economy and also for that matter any economy anywhere in the world. Because it all depends, the entire movement within the country and also between the countries, it all depends on the kind of transportation and logistics. Some of the major disruptions have already happened in this industry, in this sector, but in the coming years, major, unbelievable changes are going to happen in these sectors. Now, just let's take transportation, which includes the air travel, your taxi service, you have all those various difference of transportation modes, in which we have already witnessed a major disruption in the taxi service. There used to be taxi service companies all over in all the cities in India at one point of time. Nowadays, it's very difficult to find them out because of the Ola Uber phenomenon. Now, just study about Ola and Uber. What has happened with these two companies, or what are these companies? Recently you must have heard that Ola has attracted another rounds of funding close to about 1,000 crores into the company. Because their valuation is going up every day, while at the same time you can see many of the taxi service companies are dying down. There used to be a major taxi service company in India, even still that is existing, which is Meru Cabs. They have close to about 45,000 cabs. I'm not sure how they're performing right now, but at the same time, Uber or Ola, without having a single cab in their ownership, they are doing exceedingly well. Now, what are they doing? They are saying they are an online taxi company, but at the same time, actually I would rather say that they are not an online taxi company. They are rather a technology company who is trying to make life easy for all the stakeholders in that space. Who are the stakeholders? Number one, passenger. For passenger, the life has become very easy. If I have to book for a taxi, earlier with a taxi service agency, I had to call and I had to wait for the taxis to come. Now I can take the app and I just book it. I know exactly when it will come. Now things have become very transparent. I know exactly how much money I have to pay to the driver. I know who the driver is. I get a rating about the driver. I can rate the driver, so the driver has to perform well. So it has become a very interesting space where convenience has become a major advantage for the passenger. Think about the driver who is driving the car. For him also life has become much more easy, because the moment he drops one person, the next call is there waiting. So he can actually pick the next person from within 10 or 15 or maybe maximum 50 meters from the point where he drops the passenger, number one. Number two, for him also things have become very easy, transparent with the online payments like Paytm or Ola Money or whatever kinds of payment banks. It has become easy for them. For the government also, life has become very easy because they get the right kind of tax. Nobody can hide anything out here. It's all transparent. So just by this disruption in the taxi service, what we have achieved is that we have made life easy for all the stakeholders. Now, why I'm saying this is that this was one of the major disruptions which we have seen in the transportation sector in the last 10 years, last 5 to 10 years, or I would rather say in the information age. Air travel, if you look at it, good old days when we used to call and check with the travel agent and then book the air tickets. Now we go online and we book on Make My Trip or Clear Trip or one of the Go, one of the online. So those travel agents which used to make a lot of money out of that, they are nowhere there. So it got disrupted. So we have witnessed some major disruptions in the transportation space, primarily in the passenger transportation space. Now, what's going to happen in the 2020s? The most exciting thing is that in 2020s, we are going to witness something called driverless cars. So cars without drivers. And who are the people who are going to bring out this kind of cars? You may be thinking that maybe it must be Toyota, or it may be in India, it could be Maruti, Suzuki, or it could be, someone like that, Volkswagen. But interestingly, the first driverless cars are going to come out from Google, Apple, Tesla, out of which if you seriously look at it, Google and Apple are nothing to do. They have nothing to do with the automobile industry. They are pure technology companies. Now, how in the world one can imagine that a pure technology company getting into automobile sector? This is the way right now the businesses have to be looked at, because your toughest competition may not be going to happen from the same industry. Somebody from outside your industry is going to come and hit you. That is called disruption. Why they become successful? Because they have a completely different perspective and they can look at your industry from a different angle. Think about Canon or Nikon cameras which used to perform so well, and they used to compete between each other for quite some time. You know, Canon used to make strategies to compete with Nikon, and Nikon used to make strategies to compete with Canon. But now both of them got blinded when the real competition they had to face from mobile phones. Now, if you seriously look at it now, more people are taking photographs than ever before, but Canon or Nikon, or for that matter, those kind of camera companies, their sales are coming down because the competition came from outside the industry, which most of the companies never expect. Now, these driverless cars, what's going to happen with the driverless cars when they come? Already, it is already being launched. Tesla has already launched a driverless car. Google has claimed that they have performed almost close to 14 lakh kilometers of test drives, and out of which they are claiming that only 2 to 3 accidents. And they are saying that had it been human beings driving the cars, there could have been at least 14 to 15 accidents by this time. So they are proving that driverless cars are more effective and more safe than human-driven cars. And now, because their point is, in a year, approximately 1.2 million people are dying in road accidents, which can be prevented because of by using the driverless cars. Some people may think that this can happen in America or Europe or Singapore, where the traffic system is so structured. In India, where is all kinds of chaos, how this can happen? Don't worry about it. Here comes the drone-driven driverless cars, where actually you can actually press the button, the car can go over the traffic and then fly and then reach you to the destination. That is going to be very exciting. Now, this is going to be the major disruption which is going to happen in the next couple of years, and lot more are going to come now. Because you're going to go to the office, you will press a button and your car is going to fly over the traffic and taking you to the office. And you may be seeing your friend flying back from somewhere else after buying something for the house. Now, look at the logistics. What's going to happen in the logistics space? Logistics comprising of all the cargo movements, the couriers and all those stuff. There are going to be major disruptions happening. In India, already we have started witnessing something called drone delivery. So drones, what are drones? If you are not familiar with drones, maybe you must have seen these helicams, which flies and takes pictures. While right now a lot of this video shooting people, they use it for shooting many of the things, maybe including cinema or even weddings. But drones are a largest version of that. You can imagine like that. They come and deliver the stuff in your doorstep. You order food stuff, you order pizza, they will come and deliver at your doorstep. So that means you don't require the delivery boys. So what will happen to the courier companies, and what will happen to the courier boys? I'm not sure. Maybe that the courier companies may have to convert themselves into drone companies, because it is going to happen. It has already started happening. So this is going to make a major significant change in the logistics space. And imagine when your equipments in your house get connected online with the kind of online portals, and you have a refrigerator which is a smart, intelligent refrigerator where you have got eggs placed, and you have created a program whereby when you lift the 8th egg from your refrigerator automatically places an order to the online grocery store, and the online grocery store sends the stuff, 8 more eggs to your house through a drone, and the drone comes and gets into your house and delivers this 8 eggs. It may sound like a kind of a fantasy world. No, it's happening right now. So whenever this kind of exciting changes happen, as I told you in the beginning, in the first episode, you can either be a consumer and enjoy the benefits of it, or you can actually create a future around it by seeing, is there an opportunity which is lying behind all these kinds of changes. Always remember, wealth is a product of man's capacity to understand the future. Only if you understand the future, then only you can create wealth. So that is where, when I talk about any sector, you should be looking at it, asking yourself a question that, can I see some kind of an opportunity out there? That's how you're going to capitalize the future trends. The next week, I'm going to come back with a very exciting topic. See you till then.